welcome to Pilates Online. I'm Emma, and today is our first day of our body reset challenge. So thank you so much for joining me. The reason I created this challenge was because there is a real need for us to reconnect back to our body and really to tune into what our body needs. Often in life, we think we have to do crazy hardcore exercise to feel good. We have to push our body. And I just wanted this challenge to be something that is going to be enjoyable, not feel like you're exhausted after a workout, not be too strenuous, but still enough to make change in the body and to feel really good. So I put together short bursts of some of my favorite exercises and in a way that you can fit it into your life. Some of the videos are 10 to 15 minutes long. And I really want to help you realize that 10 to 15 minutes is often all we need to feel good. It's a misconception to think we have to exercise for an hour long all the time. Sure, if you've got the time, always do it, if you feel up to it, and if you've got the energy. But often, even a little burst of 10 to 15 minutes is going to really make a difference in your day. And that is ultimately why we are working out, to feel good. Of course, sometimes you want to tone up, maybe we want to lose weight, but at the end of the day, those things come when we are feeling good. And so this challenge is great if you've been too busy to work out. You really need to start, getting exercise back into your day. Maybe you've had a break from exercise, you've fallen off the wagon, and you haven't been doing much. This is great if you've got low energy. You can fit these little sessions into your day and feel good after. You can also join them together if you want a longer session. So as we progress through the challenge, you can do 3 days in a row if you like, to make a 30-minute workout. So today's session is all about breathing, and don't worry, we are going to move. We are just going to focus on our breath as we move. But I wanted to make sure you realize that this is really fundamental in us feeling good as well. Breathing is important. Often when we're stressed, we hold our breath, we have tension in our body, and it's really good to start becoming aware of what we're doing with our breath so that we can help relax the body, which also helps us in everything we do in life. So ideally, you've already watched the principle 1 on breathing, which I've included for you to watch and learn. Today, I'll go into a few other techniques and we'll incorporate it into the workout as well. So I just want to teach you a little bit about the anatomy. Basically, breathing happens because of a big muscle here called our diaphragm. And the diaphragm contracts as we inhale and moves down, and it relaxes again as we exhale and lifts up. It's kind of like a big mushroom sitting under our rib cage. And I actually want you to feel it today. So if you start to dig in under the ribs with your fingers, you'll be touching on the diaphragm. So if we press in just where the rib cage begins and start to dig our fingers in underneath the ribs, and it may feel very tight. Mine is very tight at the moment. So doing this is a way to help you just relax all that area. It's fantastic. Often if I start meditation in the morning, I feel quite tight through here. So I release it, or I do a technique I'm going to show you in a moment called crocodile breathing. And it's a great way to really release the diaphragm. And then your meditation, if you practice meditation, is going to be a lot more comfortable. Because if we're not breathing well, then our mind is not going to be calm. For example, if we're breathing short, sharp breaths, then the mind also is busy. So practicing breathing is going to help in everything you do. So just a little release like that is a great start. And we also want to make sure we're not breathing into our chest. We want to be breathing deep into the body, into the belly or the ribs. And I remember when I first heard the cueing, breathe deep, I thought it meant take a big breath. Actually, it means breathing deep into your body. So if you put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and close your eyes, and just for a moment, notice what part of your body is moving as you breathe in. You can just breathe naturally. And as you breathe out, you may feel your chest rise and fall under your hand. You may feel your belly expanding a little as you inhale. Often when we're breathing shorter, sharper breaths, we feel the chest moving more. So we want to start to direct the breath into the body, either into the belly, or if you just hug one arm around your ribs, like we were just feeling, and the other arm behind you as well, you'll also be able to feel the ribs expand. So just feel that breath into the ribs. And release. Keeping that breath going. Inhaling, you may feel the ribs expand, front and back. Try and send the breath there. Into the ribs, into the back, where your arm is. So it looks like this. And I'm sitting on a pillow, by the way. Oh, this is a yoga bolster. You can sit on a pillow just so that I can be a little bit more upright, because we want to, when we're practicing our breathing techniques, make sure we're not rounding in the back. We want to be sitting in a nice upright position, so that helps. So we're going to try just focusing on the breath in and on the breath out. So you'll close your eyes, and I just want you to think about the breath going either into the belly or into the ribs. So close your eyes, slightly drop chin, breathing in. Relax shoulders, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now you can continue with that. If you want to add on, you can start to lengthen your breath. So if any of these techniques don't feel right for you, just leave it out. You don't want to start to feel anxious or more stress from doing these. It takes a little bit of getting used to. See if you can count to 4 as you breathe in and count to 4 as you breathe out. And if you can, be doing all of this with a closed mouth. This is going to keep in a little bit more energy. And now we're going to focus on adding some counting to the breath. So keeping the breath the same length on the way in and the same length on the way out. If any of these techniques don't feel right for you, please leave them out. You don't want to feel anxious. Just continue with normal breathing and not counting. There are other techniques I'm going to show you which you may enjoy more, like the crocodile breath. So just see how you feel. Always listen to your body, especially when it's new. It can feel, a little awkward at first, but it does get easier. So close your eyes and just count to 4 as you inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. And if that feels comfortable for you, you may want to try and extend your exhale a little bit longer. So you may want to do inhale 4 counts, exhale 6. Just try that, see how that feels. Keeping the chin slightly dropped, mouth closed, breathe into the belly or the ribs. So it's in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did you go? So there's just one little technique you can practice. Now this brings you back to the present moment. Anytime you have to reconnect to your breath, reconnect to your body, it is an amazing way to stop us worrying about the future or the past. It brings us back to our body and therefore back to the present moment. And in the present moment, generally we are joyful, unless there's something right in front of us that's not so nice, but our state of being is joyful and happy. So it's when we start to think future and past that often we start to worry or feel fearful or have regrets, whatever it may be. So bringing our attention back to our breath throughout all of our movement. This is the beauty of Pilates and yoga. It's constantly reminding us to come back to our true self, to our true nature. And if you incorporate this into all of your movements, you're going to feel so amazing after. So on that note, let's do our crocodile breathing. So do it with your pillow, and I want you to lie on your tummy, and this is a really powerful technique. So you can do this any time of the day, just like you can with the focus on the breath we just did. You have your legs as wide as the mat, and what I'm going to do is cross my arms over, hold my hands on my biceps, elbow area, and what I'm not doing is coming all the way down to the floor like this, so I'm flat. Okay, so I'm not just lying flat. And I'm not propped right up so my elbows are under my shoulders. I'm going to find a halfway point, and you'll feel when you do that, that you notice your rib cage here, the ribs that we were just feeling underneath will be touching the mat. And so therefore your diaphragm is going to be more accessible. You're going to feel the breath there. So think about that rib kind of arch, that mushroom shape touching the floor. And just make sure your shoulders don't end up around your ears. To avoid that, let's do like a little scoop in with the arms before we place the arms down. Kind of like a scooping action will help to collect the shoulders and pop them in place. Now here we just lower the head, relax the forehead, and just adjust if you need to go lower. But remember, you're not flat. You're comfortable, shoulders away from your ears, wide across your collarbones. Now we're starting to just focus again on the breath here. So this time feel the breath into the ribs and then relax. So as you inhale, you should feel that rib cage area moving, expanding a little towards the floor. Your belly may expand towards the floor, and exhale, relax. And as you relax, that area will close. So keep this breath pattern going. And see if you can maybe do your 4 count in, 4 count out breath pattern. And you should start to really feel relaxed through your body. And I'm showing you this breathing technique because it is so powerful, and it's amazing if you ever feel stressed, if you are just wanting to start meditation, you feel like your mind is racing. This is great any time of the day before you sleep to help you sleep. And it's actually used, you can press back now and just take a child's pose as I talk to you. It's actually taught by the spiritual leader Thich Nhat Hanh, who uses this for his advanced students and also beginners. So it's really very powerful, and I highly recommend you use it. So now let's go into our Pilates hundreds. Now we're going to be doing staccato breathing, which is the breath that we use for hundreds often. So we can either do it just a plain breath in for 5 counts or out for 5 counts. If you want to do the staccato, it's 5 sniffs in, 5 exhales through the mouth. Kind of like you're blowing out a candle. So rolling down through your spine, and then level 1 is feet on the floor, especially if you have any back tension at any point. Arms are by the side. And we curl the chest up, looking towards the knees. If you get neck tension, you bring your head down. Otherwise, pump the arms up and down strong. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You can bring the legs to tabletop. For more challenge, exhale. You You can extend the legs, turning out from the hips. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Strong arms, pump from the back of the shoulders. Exhale. You can lower the legs as you inhale and lift as you exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keep looking at your belly. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Lift yourself from your back. Stay nice and long through your spine. Really feel like you're being lifted by the back of the shoulders, back of the neck. One more breath. And exhale. Hold, come up a little higher. Bend the knees. Release the head and shoulders. Very nice. Let's do a couple of circles for the hips. Hands on the knees as you circle. Reverse. And then I want you to come over to the side and we're going to do a side plank and add a little bit of oblique work and side of the glute work. Also a bit of an opening through the body. So you can just stay here on the elbow if this is enough for you. Elbow under shoulder, not collapsing, lifting. We start with an inhale to reach over. Exhale, pull back. So inhale, reach over. Nice stretch through the body. Exhale, reach back. Now we can add on lifting the hips. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If you want the challenge, you lift the top leg as you lift. Inhale. Lower, exhale. Again, lift. And lower. One more level. Lift. Keep the lift of the leg and the body. And exhale, pull in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, pull in. Two more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Last one. Hold. Reach it up. Lift the leg. Lower down. Sweep around. Let's do the other side. Elbow under shoulder. Top leg extended. You can just start with a reach over on the inhale and back as you exhale. Inhale over. Exhale back. Let's start to lift the body again. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You can start to add a lift of the top leg now. Lift and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now stay up with the hips and the leg. Pull in. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Two more. Reach and in. Inhale. Exhale. Reach it away. Lift that leg higher. Release down. Very nice. Come up to spin around onto the hands and knees for our cat stretch. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Start with an inhale. Open the chest. Arch the spine. Exhale. Scoop the abs. Look towards the belly and round the back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into a downward dog position or up stretch in Pilates. Now from here you can hold the heels down or lift them up if you need to give yourself a little more space. You can bend the knees so that you're not rounding your back to keep a nice lengthened spine. Let's release the shoulders into the back so you're not up around the ears and hold 5 breaths in and out. See if you can count 5 counts in, 5 counts out. 5 counts in, 5 counts out. Release down, take a child's pose, head is on the floor. Few breaths into the back of the body, just relaxing the body. Feel the ribs expanding. Imagine my hands are on your back and you're expanding like we did at the beginning. And then roll yourself up and sit to face me. Good job. So today's session was really focused on breath. When we are one with our breath, one with our body, then we are really truly in the present moment. And when you spend more time in the present moment, you're going to feel a lot more connected to yourself and also everyone else around you. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Head on over to the Facebook group. I always love to hear how you're doing, and do share with anyone else that you know who may be interested in doing this challenge. The more the merrier. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow on the mat. Bye for now.